I had a dream that you were mine. I've had that dream 1,000 times.
Blue 42, blue 42.
Set.
Brady puts his receiver in motion.
Ball on the line for riding the Falcons right here.
The very best part of today is dreaming about what can happen. The very best part of yesterday is reminding yourself of all that can come true.
Pressure's on the edge. Eli Manning stays on his feet.
Stays on his feet. Airs it out down the field. It is caught by Tyree.
And Adam Vinatieri will try to win it.
Snap. Ball down.
The kick is up. The kick is on its way.
On the way, and it is good. It's good. It's good.
Favre goes back to throw. Going deep.
Has a man open. Andre Rison.
Bucket giving to Allen. He has to
reverse field. Picking up a blocker. Down to the 20. The 10.
To the ball. Touchdown Raiders.
Going long for Swan.
He's a swan.
He's got it.
One of the great catches of all time.
Never let go of yesterday. Never stop dreaming about what today can bring.
Ryan, going deep.
Brady looks to the end zone.
Welcome to Super Bowl Sunday on Fox.
And now welcome to the Ford Pre-Kick Show, brought to you by Ford, going further so you can. You know the matchup by now for Super Bowl 51, the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. And now welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck, along with the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. You won 3 of these Super Bowls, and everybody's talking about the difference in the experience between these two sides. After tonight, no player will have ever played more Super Bowls than Tom Brady. Matt Ryan is playing in his first. You played in your first at one point in your life in '92, that season. What was it like for you taking the field that night?
Well, it's unlike any other game, and the day of the game, I was pretty calm. And throughout pregame warm-ups, I felt relaxed more so than any other game. And then the introductions occurred, and when they introduced my name, I hit the field, and it was the adrenaline and the emotion and all the pageantry of this game that took the air out of me. And it took a while. It took well into the first quarter to calm down and catch your breath. And that's going to be the challenge, really, for Matt Ryan and how he handles the emotion, but not just him. There's a lot of first- and second-year players and how they're able to control that against this veteran Patriots team.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I mean, it's such a young Atlanta team. A lot of these guys grew up watching Tom Brady and Bill Belichick operate in a Super Bowl. Let's talk about, I guess, the big matchup. It's Matt Ryan, all the weapons he has against a Bill Belichick-led defense. How do you see that playing out?
Well, if you look at Bill Belichick's history, what he wants to take away is whatever the other team does best. And what the Falcons do best is get the ball to Julio Jones. But the Falcons are accustomed to that, the double teams. But I'm looking at this game and saying, okay, Mohamed Sanu, Taylor Gabriel, Coleman, Freeman, those guys have to come up big. It's a big challenge for Bill Belichick and Matt Patricia to control this high-powered offense.
Well, both sidelines are covered. I mean, it's the Super Bowl. Let's start down with the Atlanta side. Check in with Aaron Andrews.
Thanks, Joe. Let's talk about the 2 injuries. Julio Jones, tired of talking about the turf toe. Yes, it's painful. Yes, he'll need to deal with it after the season. It won't be a factor today. Center Alex Mack, encouraged with the way his left fibula felt during pregame warmups. He told me he's hoping adrenaline will take over during this game. Finally, speaking of nerves, Matt Ryan saying he's thankful the NFL told him last week he was named MVP of the season. He said it got something off of his plate. I asked him how he's holding up during pregame warmups. He said, I'm excited. I'm just trying to breathe. Now let's send it over to the New England Patriots, where Chris Myers is standing by.
Well, Aaron, this is the healthiest team that Bill Belichick has ever brought to the Super Bowl. And as you know, this is his 7th trip. And his quarterback, 39-year-old Tom Brady, told us this week he's in the best football shape of his entire life. Brady didn't want to talk about that possible record 5th Super Bowl ring for him, but he said if it happens, it'll be pretty incredible. When I asked Bill Belichick about the Atlanta offense, if it's the best he's faced, he said without a doubt. And that's when Josh McDaniels, offensive coordinator, and Tom Brady said after practice that it's going to put more stress on the Patriot offense to get every call right at every moment, at every point in the game. So it tells you what kind of game they expect. And as Brady and the players and coaches leave this locker room and hit the field for Super Bowl 51, many of them know their lives will be changed forever. That's the story down here. Let's head back upstairs to Joe Buck.
All right, Chris and Aaron, thank you very much. Well, the nerves bouncing around for everybody. Broadcasters, players, coaches, whatever. And obviously the officials as well. Carl Cheffers is our referee. It's his first ever Super Bowl. Mike Pereira, former vice president of officiating for the NFL. Now on our team, thank God. Are we in good hands with Carl Cheffers tonight?
We're in experienced hands, that's for sure. 93 total games between the seven of them. You got 64 playoff games, and 5 of them worked together in Kansas City 2 weeks ago.
Well, sometimes people say, okay, it's the Super Bowl, so just let them play. Let it go. Do you believe in that?
They can't. They're going to be challenged. Troy referenced it. What is Bill Belichick going to do? They've got to get the Atlanta receivers off the line, and they got to watch for picks on both teams. If they're more than a yard downfield, they've got to be called.
All right, when we come back, it'll be a special on-field ceremony honoring some of the past NFL greats who were products of historically black colleges and universities, including our own, Michael Strahan. And now welcome back to the Ford Pre-Kick Show, going further so you can. We'll send it to the PA announcer, Alan Roach.
There was a time when we judged football players by the color of their skin before the content of their character.
Ooh, child, things are gonna be easy.
With 28 enshrinees at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, the pride of having played at an historically black college and university. Some by choice, many by necessity. From these schools stepped Super Bowl heroes, professional champions, Deacon, Bullet Bob, Sweetness, and many more. The thunder of their hearts carried them to acclaim. The honor of their deeds opened a nation to racial equality. As my coach Eddie Robinson said, this is America. We can be anything we want to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Grambling State, the MVP of Super Bowl 22, Doug Williams. In 1949, from Grambling State, Paul Tank Younger became the first NFL player from a historically black college and university. He paved the way for these 28 enshrinees in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Our first 6 Hall of Famers are no longer with us, but left a legacy that defies time. We take this moment to pay our respects and say thank you. From Morgan State, Hall of Fame class of 1975, Roosevelt Brown. From Morgan State, Hall of Fame class of 1976, Len Ford. From Mississippi Valley State, Hall of Fame class of 1980, David Deacon Jones. From Grambling State, Hall of Fame class of 1990, Buck Buchanan. From Florida A&M, Hall of Fame class of 2009, Bob Hayes. From Jackson State, Hall of Fame class of 1993, Walter Payton. And now, please welcome from his home in Playa del Rey, California, from Grambling State, Hall of Fame class of 1981, Willie Davis. From Grambling State, Hall of Fame class of 1984, Willie Brown. From Prairie View A&M, Hall of Fame class of 1986, Ken Houston. From Morgan State, Hall of Fame class of 1986, Willie Lanier. From Southern University, Hall of Fame class of 1989, Mel Blount. From Maryland Eastern Shore, Hall of Fame class of 1989, Art Shell. From Jackson State, Hall of Fame class of 1992, Lem Barney. From Bethune-Cookman, Hall of Fame class of 1993, Larry Little. From Morgan State, Hall of Fame class of 1994, Leroy Kelly. From Grambling State, Hall of Fame class of 1996, Charlie Joyner. From Jackson State, Hall of Fame class of 2001, Jackie Slater. From Alabama A&M, Hall of Fame class of 2002, John Stallworth. From North Carolina A&T, Hall of Fame class of 2003, Elvin Bethea. From South Carolina State, Hall of Fame class of 2006, Harry Carson. From Fort Valley State, Hall of Fame class of 2006, Rayfield Wright. From Bishop, Hall of Fame class of 2008, Emmett Thomas. From Mississippi Valley State, Hall of Fame class of 2010, Jerry Rice. From Tennessee State, Hall of Fame class of 2011, Richard Dent. From Savannah State, Hall of Fame class of 2011, Shannon Sharp. From Tennessee State, Hall of Fame class of 2014, Claude Humphrey. From Southern University, Hall of Fame class of 2014, Aeneas Williams. And from Texas Southern, Hall of Fame class of 2014, Michael Strahan. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for these men who embody the spirit and legacy of America's historically black colleges and universities.
And who are some of the greatest players the NFL has ever seen. When we come back, we will introduce you to the two teams, the Atlanta Falcons, the New England Patriots, as we make our way toward kickoff in Houston.
The Ford Free Kick Show on Fox is sponsored by Ford. Going further so you can.
Welcome back to the Ford Pre-Kick Show, going further so you can.
No strangers to this spotlight. The New England Patriots have once again blazed a path to the biggest stage in sports.
Well, New England, stop me if you heard this one before. Here we are again for the 9th time. 9 times. Now that's some history right there. This wasn't supposed to happen this year of all years, but it did. The formula is pretty simple. Head down, do your job, one way, the only way, the Patriot way. A top-ranked defense that silenced doubters all season long. A methodical offense that'll pick you apart. And of course, the engineer who makes it all run. So you might want to make some space on that trophy shelf, Patriot Nation. Because the drive for 5 starts now. Here come the champions of the AFC.
The Atlanta Falcons have become a brotherhood, dazzling football fans with their own special style and flair.
All right, ATL, I feel you. There might be some history on the other sideline. But last I checked on the football field, when you line it up, history can get messed up. And this team has been in the messing you up business all season long. That's the power of a brotherhood. You go high, they go low. You cover this guy, they go to that guy. You contain this, they exploit that. Pick your poison. These guys lit up the scoreboard like a pinball machine. A defense brash and bold beyond its years. A quarterback as cool as ice. Oh yeah, try covering this guy. The man they simply call Julio. So let's go, ATL. One way to smack history in the mouth is to rise up and watch your NFC champions come out right now.
Both teams on the field. We'll take a break, and when we come back, Luke Bryan will sing our national anthem as we continue from Houston, Texas. And welcome back to the Ford Pre-Kick Show, going further so you can, as we rejoin PA announcer Alan Roach.
Ladies and gentlemen, in celebration of our country, signing tonight's performance is Kristen Lee Pumphrey. And singing America the Beautiful, please welcome the Schuyler Sisters from the original cast of the Tony Award-winning musical Hamilton. Jasmine Cephas Jones, Renee Elise Goldsberry, and Philippa Sue.
Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, God shed his grace on thee, shed his grace and crown thy good with brotherhood, sisterhood, from sea to shining sea, from sea to shining sea, to shining sea.
Presenting the colors this evening is a Joint Service Color Guard from the Military District of Washington. They carry our nation's flag and are flanked by the colors of each of the 5 military services, as well as drummers from the United States Army Band, Pershing's Own.
Colors! Hold! Colors, present arms!
To honor America and perform our national anthem, please welcome 4-time Entertainer of the Year, country music superstar Luke Bryan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Tonight's flyover was courtesy of the United States Air
Coin toss coming up after the break. Thank you for watching the Ford Pre-Kick Show, brought to you by Ford, going further so you can.
Please welcome to midfield the captains from the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons, and tonight's referee, Carl Shepherds. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the North Tunnel and help us welcome two very special guests.
President Bush, Mrs. Bush, we're honored that you could join us for the coin toss. Captain, congratulations on earning the opportunity to play in Super Bowl 51. This is the coin that we'll be using for the toss. The Super Bowl logo is heads, the other side is tails. New England is the visiting team. Captain, what is your choice? Heads. They have chosen heads. President Bush, would you please toss the coin? It is tails. Atlanta has won a choice and elects to defer the choice to the second half. New England will receive the ball first at this end of the field. Good luck, gentlemen.
Well, an honor to have the 41st President of the United States of America with us here tonight, George H.W. Bush. Decorated Navy pilot, shot down over the Pacific during World War II. There's not a tougher man in this stadium tonight with his wife, Barbara. Back after this. There have been 50 Super Bowls. This number 51, and the Falcons in their 51st year of their franchise history will kick it away as they won the toss and they deferred. Spanish language broadcast available on Fox Deportes. We're glad you're with us, and we're going to see what Tom Brady and the offense for the New England Patriots has in store for this young but improving, rising defense for the Atlanta Falcons. And Brady, who tonight is playing in his 7th Super Bowl, the most of any player in Super Bowl history, will be gunning for a record-setting 5th win. Bosher to kick it away with Dion Lewis waiting deep. Glad you're with us on Fox. And now it's time to play football. The 3-time Super Bowl MVP, Tom Brady, who has virtually every record for a quarterback during Super Bowl play, is out guiding this offense. You think he's fired up? He usually is on the sideline. He's got a record of 4-2 as he plays in his 7th, and he's already pumping the fist and yelling on the sideline before this Super Bowl start. All right, Aikman, here we go, starting from the 25. Starting with a throw, and the pass incomplete for Edelman, and he got popped. Last guy to hit him was Devondre Campbell, the rookie linebacker, and we'll give you the lineups. And we'll give you a look at the skill players. We'll see kind of a 3-headed monster at the running back position for the New England Patriots. And then up front, a much improved offensive line with David Andrews in the middle at center. Improved from a year ago, 2nd and 10. Brady finds Edelman, and he's knocked down short of a first down. He gets 9, brought down by Philip Wheeler. 3rd down and 1 coming up.
Well, you see Tom Brady, he's able to slide in the pocket. Certainly one of the big keys for this Atlanta Falcons defense is, will they be able to get pressure on Tom Brady? He slides and maneuvers within the pocket as well as anybody. Not a threat as a runner.
Here's Blunt on 3rd and 1, and didn't get it. Dion Jones, the rookie linebacker, is in there to make the stop for Atlanta. And it's 3 and out to start the game for the Patriots.
Well, Dion Jones, number 45, right in the middle. He has really come on strong here at the end of this season. He's able to shoot the gap. He makes a play on LeGarrette Blount. That is a great start for this young defensive unit to get off the field with a 3 and out.
Ryan Allen will punt it with Eric Weems, a veteran, waiting deep. There has never been a punt return for a touchdown in Super Bowl history. There has never been a punt return for a touchdown in Super Bowl history, and flags are down. Nate Ebner, who was an Olympian on the rugby team, down there to make the stop after a 10-yard return.
5 receiving team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Sounded like 55, and that's Paul Warlow, who was guilty of a hold. That's who it's against. And here's Matt Ryan. And Troy, you know better than anybody, it's what you do in the big games. It's what you do in a game like this. He came into this postseason with a career record of 1-4. He's been outstanding getting to this Super Bowl.
He really has. He's done a great job protecting the football. He's been awfully good through the 2 playoff games, and you can just imagine the emotion that's going through him right now.
as he's about to take his first snap in the Super Bowl. And when you think about Matt Ryan, the only thing that has kept him from being mentioned with the greats in the game on a consistent basis is not having a Lombardi trophy.
Named as the NFL's MVP last night, starting from the 8. Freeman on a toss, running left. Blocker in front of him, Matthews. Good start, and Freeman breaks loose. Devontae Freeman, welcome to the Super Bowl, out to the 45. Brought down by Malcolm Butler in a carry of 37.
Excellent blocking here. Jake Matthews comes out. You're going to see Julio Jones. He seals the inside. They're able to stretch it, and then Devontae Freeman hits it going north and south. That's one of the things about this running game for the Falcons. In visiting with Kyle Shanahan, he says he's got to be able to run it on the perimeter, and that's hard to do against this Patriots defense, but they do it on the first play.
From the 8 to the 45 in one play. Gets another crack at it, cuts upfield, and Devontae Freeman on first down gets 3. Let's go back to that previous carry by Freeman and see the blocking by Julio Jones.
He's a complete receiver, and all the things that he's able to do within the passing game, and then to be able to come up and make key blocks like that. He's a terrific player. He's played through a lot, but that was a great start for this Falcons offense.
So now Freeman comes out in the other half of this great tandem. Tevin Coleman, second-year player from Indiana, comes in. Second and 7, pass caught. DeMarco, the fullback, takes it into New England territory. Patrick Chung on the stop, a gain of 3. Let's look at the skill players, and they've got a lot of them. Touchdown passes from Matt Ryan to 13 different players during the course of the regular season. That's an NFL record.
And you talk about Matt Ryan and the year that he's had. Well, why is that? Because they went out and really brought in some quality players at the skill position with Mohamed Sanu, Taylor Gabriel, and then, of course, pairing them up with these running backs. He's got a lot of weapons on the offensive side to get the ball to.
Tevin Coleman at the top of the screen on 3rd and 4. Ryan in trouble, and down he goes. Ball is out, but they're going to rule that Ryan was down. This is no fumble, but Trey Flowers made the play, and it's 4th down for Atlanta. A loss of 12 on that sack, and Trey Flowers has been playing brilliant football.
He sure has. He came on awfully well as the season progressed. Guy who was limited last year and just physical with these wide receivers. Initially, Matt Ryan was working to his right, and then Flowers just able to beat Jake Matthews and get to Matt Ryan.
Yeah, the knee clearly down, so no fumble. Good call. And it was Carl Cheffers, the referee, who made the call. So now the punt from Bosher. The drive that started at the 8 stalls, but Bosher hits a beauty back inside the 10, right around the 6. Edelman stopped short of the 10. And the first guy there was Justin Hardy after a 55-yard punt. Each side's had it once. There's no score early. Back to work. Tom Brady. Sophie Schneider, winner of this year's NFL Play 60 Super Bowl contest, presented by Danimals. Had the honor of handing off the Super Bowl 51 game ball to the officials prior to the start of tonight's game. Sophie had the experience of a lifetime this week, serving as an NFL Play 60 ambassador, encouraging kids to get active for 60 minutes a day. They marked Edelman down at the 10. Here's a handoff to Edelman. Got away from one, but not much, and he gets popped out of bounds. No flag. And Edelman gets up yelling at the official. A gain of 2.
Well, it's interesting. You watch New England, and as you see the end of this play here, Deion Jones comes in and is able to get a hit on him at the end of it. The crowd didn't like it, but to open up this game, New England spreads out the Falcons. They try to throw the football. They come back on that first down there with 2 tight ends, hand the ball to Edelman. The Falcons play it well.
Second down and 8. Brady hangs in and finds his top target, Edelman. Rather, Amendola for 13 yards and a first down. It's Edelman or Amendola, 2 little guys, and this time it's Julian Edelman for 13.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the Falcons and the weapons that they have on the offensive side of the ball. These receivers for Tom Brady, are awfully good, and they create some challenges of their own. Danny Amendola, it's been a tough year for him. He's been limited in a lot of ways with some injuries, but he is coming on, and if he can be a factor, it makes things a lot tougher.
He missed about a month with an ankle injury. Here's Brady, has a man on the sideline. It's Hogan. Hogan, who starred in the championship game against Pittsburgh. 9 catches, 180, and 2 touchdowns, has 15 here.
Yeah, Chris Hogan, you know, what a story he is. And he's an excellent route runner working against Jalen Collins. Good timing. The Falcons are getting a little bit of pressure there on Tom Brady, but with that kind of timing, no way to defense that.
I thought it was interesting when you talked with Josh McDaniels, Brady's offensive coordinator, and you said, I don't see Brady's eyes leaving his targets or going down to the pass rush at all, even at the age of 39. It's impressive. Here's Blunt. Play gets strung out, and Blunt ends up with a 2-yard gain. Keanu Neal on the tackle, the rookie safety, and we'll look at this defense. The numbers don't knock you out, Troy Aikman, but this is a defense that is on the rise. They're very young, and they got much better as the season went on.
Well, they sure did. And how about the NFC Championship game when they were able to shut out the Packers there in that first half? And we've seen a lot of growth, a lot of young players, but they're going to be tested unlike ever before in this ball game with Tom Brady.
2nd and 8. Brady has a rookie, Mitchell. And Mitchell went backward a bit. He's going to be short of a first down. Malcolm Mitchell, who missed 2 late season games with a knee injury, gets 7. It'll be 3rd down and 1. The combination is the best combination in the history of the league as far as head coach and quarterback. And Bill Belichick, in his 7th Super Bowl as a head coach, he passes Don Shula here tonight. 3rd down and 1 for the 2nd time in this first quarter. Out of the shotgun, Brady. Pass was behind but caught by James White. Good move. And White to the 40. Nice catch by the young running back, good for 11.
Well, James White, he is a real threat as a receiver. Was 2nd on the team this year with 60 receptions. They split him out. He's capable of doing a lot of things, and they motion him back in towards the formation, and he's able to get a pretty good release and convert the 3rd down.
Tom Brady has started 5 for 6. He's hit 5 different receivers. Cameron Fleming, an extra offensive lineman, comes in. And with that, they play action. Brady sacked at midfield. And it's big Courtney Upshaw, who has a Super Bowl sack. And he says that's 1, a loss of 9.
Well, they're trying to get verticals through here, but the Falcons play it well. And you're going to see Courtney Upshaw off the play action. He's able to come in and off the edge as well with the pressure that's back in his face. Shaq Mason. The Patriots trying to go play action, take a shot down the field. The Falcons secondary plays it well, and then they get home up front.
2nd and 19. Brady floats it downfield. Pass is incomplete for James White. Got his hands on it, couldn't secure the catch. Deion Jones in coverage.
If you're going to play the Patriots, you better be able to cover this route right here. They like being able to get White down the field, and that's a good matchup right there between 2 guys that can really run. Deion Jones is as fast as any linebacker in football. White just unable to make a play on that one.
2nd round pick from LSU. 3rd down and 19 now. Brady has to move. And down he goes again. This time it's Grady Jarrett.
Well, 3rd and long, and the Falcons decide to go too deep and then man underneath, and they cover it up awfully well. And with time, Brady just unable to find a receiver, and then eventually the protection breaks down on him. That's an excellent job of getting off the field once again.
Allen hits the punt, kind of a knuckleball, and a fair catch called for and hauled in by Eric Weems. 37-yard punt. Falcons have it for the 2nd time in this game. No score early in Super Bowl 51. coverage provided by Bud Light. The first drive started at the 8. This one starts at the 12. Tom Brady sacked 19 times in 14 games this year. 2 on that drive by the young Atlanta defense. Both backs in there to the right and left of Matt Ryan, and it's Tevin Coleman